Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Mondays with Marian. Thank you for joining me this week. And if you're new to my channel, I have tons of videos. Look in the past videos about gratitude practice, rituals, meditation, things on personal development and leadership. So feel free to browse. And thank you so much for joining me today. So I wanted to talk about goal setting and creating habits. And since this is during the new year, everyone has resolutions and things that are doing to implement. But for me, I don't necessarily believe in resolutions because I don't think that you have to wait until January 1st to really make a change in your life. I think to really make a change, the majority of people who do resolutions after a week or two, forget about them. And the ones that stick are because they take smaller steps and they make it a habit. And it's not something that you have to wait until the following Monday, the next month, the next year to implement. It's something you can actually implement today. And it's about goal setting. So I have two pieces of advice because I've implemented this into my life as well. And I've seen some dramatic shifts in mindset, perspective, and life in general. So one, when you create a goal, a lot of times it could be very, very overwhelming, because it is a huge goal. And I can relate to this with writing my book and launching the podcast, everything. So sometimes you get caught up with, oh my gosh, I have to do this, that, and it can be a lot, especially if you're handling several projects. But the key to it is to make sure you write everything down and to reverse engineer it. And what I mean by that is to take a big goal, for example, writing my book. It's like, oh my gosh, I need to have this many pages, this many words, all that stuff. The large number is very overwhelming. But if you break it down into weeks and to days, and knowing that I only have to write about 1 to 2 pages a day, or if I bunch it up into a week and sit down and write for a few hours, it's actually more manageable. So it's reverse engineering it so that it's not this big overwhelming goal that you have. It's every day, as long as you put in just a little bit every single day, that compounds. And before you know it, you have a full book. And that's how it goes for any projects. If you're launching a new product, you want to start a side business, you have the big goal and then reverse engineer it to small little goals. And the second key, once you have these small little goals, is creating a habit. And once you get into habit, like you have a habit of brushing your teeth or a habit of waking up, I have a habit now of meditating every morning or writing in my journal. That's not something that just kind of happened. It's something I was very conscious about doing it every day. So it's part of my daily routine and it becomes a habit. And once you put this as a habit, you don't see it as a chore. You start seeing the value in these small incremental steps to bring you to these large ones, to bring you to your goal. You can't go from 0 to 100 overnight. And for people that do, a lot of times they'll go back to 0 really quickly or they don't stick with it. It doesn't stick. So if you have new goals this year or anytime, because you can create a new habit, every morning you wake up is a new opportunity to create a new habit or implement something new in your life. Start small, reverse engineer big goals, and create a daily habit. And that's it. Let me know what type of goals and habits you've implemented in your daily life. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I post a lot on Instagram stories, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.